star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to our coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Washington Wizards. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You look at the Pacers, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they made it clear from the jump they were coming for the #1 seed. And they've got to feel good knowing it's theirs now. It gives them the best chance to come away with the championship.
A look at the opening lineup for Washington. They've got C.J. McCollum, Corey Kispert out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Johnson, and it's Sarr in at center. And for the Hornets, Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. And it's Mann in at the point. The Hornets are led by head coach Charles Lee, who was a 2-time champion as an assistant coach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. He won a title as an assistant coach with the Bucks in 2021. Then another as the top assistant for the Celtics in 2024. And that's exactly why Lee was brought to Charlotte, to establish and build a winning culture.
And defensively, you just cannot let Sarr get that ball inside.
Here's Mann. Sends it home from three-point land.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
To the inside. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
On the wingman, McCollum defends. And Charlotte, another 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
Not only a perimeter player, McCollum can go inside.
Here's Bridges. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. Miller outside for 3. Sarr pulls it in. For Washington, they've gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Middleton outside. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Yeah, for a young wing like Johnson, scoring inside will open up the rest of the floor for you.
Here's Mann. The rebound by the Wizards.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Out to McCollum. Fires from the line. Good on the shot. McCollum's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Kispert on the wing, guarded by Miller. 3-pointer is up. Middleton nails it from 3.
Oh, I like seeing Middleton stroke it from downtown. That release of his, pure as white-driven snow.
The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple. Man's got 11.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that.
Now here's Johnson over Sexton. No good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Wizards out in front, up 5. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Washington?
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
They've got Williams. He's out there with James. And it's Knipple in at the 2. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hornets. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Well, the Wizards stacking talented young players and draft assets. Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather to absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. George peels it out a bit. Clock is at 3. Launches a 3. The shot, no good. Hornets trail by 9. Here's Simpson. They get it again. Here's Diabate. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. A big group substitution here for Washington. Sarr's checked in for Bagley. Kispert comes in for Champagny. Johnson, he's checked in for Coulibaly. And it's McCollum in for Carrington. Pass to Kispert. Washington moving the ball around. Johnson for 3. Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trey Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
McCollum outside. Pass to Kispert. Johnson for 3. Hits a three-pointer. Johnson's got 5 now.
A big part of why Johnson went in the top 10, Trey's three-point shooting. I mean, he was NBA ready from day 1.
Yep, that one goes.
Look, when you play as a team, good things tend to happen for you.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. A tough loss coming against San Antonio in their last game.
They definitely came into that one hoping to be competitive. Unfortunately, they were anything but.
It wasn't pretty. That's definitely the case. I mean, I know they'd like to scrub that game from their memories and actually erase it from the hard drive.
Connects from downtown. 14 points for him.
What an answer by Trey Mann. Assertiveness from behind the arc.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Here's Miller. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Defensively, you can't leave him. You've got to stay attached to Miller in the corner.
Now Johnson. The 3 ball. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Wizards leading by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly, here's an update on how the dunk contest contenders are shaping up.
You know me, I'm a stickler for rating these competitions. If I've seen your dunk before, bad score.
Wow, you're a tough judge for a guy who never participated in the event.
I always wanted to watch it.
And guys, let's take a look at the Wizards in that first half. Neither side able to build a significant lead through 2.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were with that analysis, Chet. Well done.
Yeah, instead of rambling on like usual.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Trey Mann with a strong contribution so far in this one.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Everyone has their opinion on the game, and some fans believe too many threes are being taken.
Well, teams are going to do what wins games. As far as the aesthetics of the game, does the league office want to make an adjustment? We'll just have to wait and see.
On the court right now for the Wizards. They've got Kispert, Sarr out there with Chris Middleton. And then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Johnson in at the shooting guard. And that one's good, man.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game, use the things that got you here, and see if it sticks. Guys, back over to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Well, Grant, this is the 3rd season under this front office for the Wizards.
And bringing experience from years working for the Oklahoma City Thunder, their commitment level to building the right way is rock solid.
They are winning this game largely because of his effort.
1:44 left in the 3rd quarter. Middleton outside. Now here's McCollum, tightly guarded. Spins. Ah! And here's Mann. He's got 22. Fires from deep. And the Hornets, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And Charlotte making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Carrington's checked in. Washington with the ball. 4-point game. And finished off by Sarr.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
On target from range. Man's got 14 points now in the second half. Outside Johnson. There's 38 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And the layup is good off the glass.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Great awareness by Sexton to find the soft spot. Nice pull up there, pure from mid-range.
Now here's Carrington. He's guarded by Mann. There's the screen. Johnson for 3. The shot that time, not on target. Here's Diabate. That 3's off the mark. Here's Carrington. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Charlotte on top, up by 5. And we're coming right back. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. The perimeter tandem, Sexton and Miller. Bridges at the 4 with Plumlee at center. And it's Mann in at the point guard position. That's the Hornets 5.
Playing at such a nice pace, Sexton's pull-up, it's a perfect shot.
Wide open look. Yes, sir! That one's good!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
McCollum fires! Oh, he missed the jumper!
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Stolen by Middleton. And it's blocked.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
And it's in there!
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner. Secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Wizards was getting across in their huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And so McCollum will bring it up for Washington. Trailing by 5. That one's in there!
And I understand we're seeing some potent offense, but you have to put up more of a fight defensively.
Come on now, look. Sit back and enjoy the fireworks. Nothing better than good offense.
Brandon Miller. Down goes the jumper.
No need to worry, folks. Miller's saying, I got this.
Wizards trail by 5. Here's Johnson. McCollum outside. Takes the shot. He drills the wide-open jumper.
You watch McCollum, and he just oozes confidence.
Now Miller fires the 3. The triple drop.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Middleton outside. The 3 is in.
Persistence pays for Middleton, commanding the ball and really demonstrating why his teammates trust him in these moments.
Knocks down the trifecta.
How about Miller rising to the occasion? Talk about coming up clutch. Big time.
It's Johnson with a drive. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
Big time from Johnson. Don't tell Trey he's a rookie.
And now we've got an intentional foul. And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Stellar work at the charity stripe, trying to build out this lead.
And the Wizards call timeout. Johnson jams it home.
Yeah, and it's been the Trey Johnson show all game long, scoring a bunch of buckets.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. And it's Washington with the ball.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And so it's Charlotte winning this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.